Oh, you're broken. The director of this movie is 20 years old. Can you imagine at 20 directing a film for A24? This guy's still young enough that Leonardo DiCaprio would still date him. Like, that's crazy. Hello my friends, welcome back to another video. And yes, another horror film. I don't know what's going on. Once again, April, May, June, a lot of spooky. I don't know what's going on, but it's a spooky time of year. Before we get into the review today, just want to say thank you very much for 100 subscribers. We are on the road to 500 now because I must set the bar higher every time. If you want to follow along for that journey, make sure to hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and leave a comment. I love hearing feedback and replying to people in the comments, so get to it. But today, we're talking about the back rooms.
Oh my God. Pull me up! What do you see?
All these rooms. This place builds them. It's like a maze. It just goes on and on. Sometimes I'm scared I'll get lost.
Clark, can you hear me?
I don't understand. What is this?
It's beautiful. Am I right?
Hello?
Based on an extremely popular web series that was created by Kane Parsons, I do believe the original concept of this was made from a creepypasta. And no, that isn't a spaghetti made by your uncle. It's an online scary story for those who don't know. But Kane Parsons is now the director of this film, and I believe he was 19 years old when he directed this. He's now 20. Major props to him having so much success at a young age, you know, fulfilling his dreams and bringing his creative vision to the big screen. That is an incredible achievement, and it deserves a lot of applause. And, you know, big props to A24 for giving this guy a chance and giving him the ability to make it happen. It's awesome. Starring Trippiest and Renate.
Hi, I'm Renata Bliss, and I'm your freestyle dance teacher.
Renate Renzier. I'll put a name right here. Probably the first time Chiwetel Ejiofor has been easier to pronounce than his co-host's name. After a therapist's patient disappears into a dimension beyond reality, she must venture into the unknown to save him. That's the plot breakdown on IMDb. Yeah, I guess that's a plot, sorta, kinda, not really. We'll get into it. Stick around. I will preface this review by saying I am not a backrooms lore guy. I know very little about this property and this world. All I know is it is a thing. It's like a spooky office, but I have now seen the movie. I will give you a layman's interpretation and review of it. And no, not a lame man. I'm a cool man, but a layman. I think a lot of people who would, you know, be going to see this probably don't know that much about this property. I'll start by going into something I really liked about this movie, and the big standout of this film are the sets and the set design. And you may be wondering, Alex, that is a weird thing to highlight. Well, it's kind of not. The back rooms, which is the dimension that we're in for the majority of this film, and the dimension that Clark discovers, who is played by Chiwetel Ejiofor, is as much a character in this movie as the people. And the best way to describe the back rooms is kind of like basically like a never-ending office building with hallways, different rooms. The doors are too big, the doors are too small. You have to crawl to get into this one. The room ends abruptly, or the floor's where the ceiling should be and the ceiling's where the floor should be. It's a never-ending maze of weird and off-kilter environments. The best way to describe the rooms is like sort of like when you meet someone and their eyes are maybe a little bit too far apart, and you keep looking at them, you're wondering like, why does this person look weird? And you keep looking at them, and it just something about their face doesn't look right. So you just keep staring at them, and then you sort of figure out that their eyes are too far apart, but then you can't stop looking at them because you figured out that their eyes are too far apart, and you're like thinking like, if I just like pulled them a little bit in, they'd look like a really normal looking human. And apparently if you try and do that, then you're a rude human. I'm sorry, I was just trying to fix your face. Sorry for being a good guy. That's exactly what the back rooms are. But imagine that, but an office building.
Oh my God. I get it.
But that is like the main fun of this movie and the main bit of tension, where Clark is exploring this dimension. We don't know what's going to be around the corner, and neither does he. And every time you step into a new room, there is this like level of excitement. I felt of like, oh, I wonder what's going to be wrong with this room or what Clark's going to find. But there's also this level of fear of like, what the fuck is going to be in here? Like, we know there's something weird going on in this dimension. We hear noises throughout the film. We see things move. I'm never fully sure of what is going on, and neither is Clark. Something I like as well about this movie is the way the camera added to the feeling of unease as you travel through each room. The camera is always slightly above or below where you're generally used to it being in a film, so you're always like looking up at a character or looking down instead of it being like center frame, following them, tracking shot, close up, like just the normal things you see in a film. That combined with extremely smooth camera movements where it just feels like unnatural the way we're navigating this space, it just evokes this feeling of like, yeah, unnaturalness and unease as we travel through this dimension with Clark. Kane Parsons as a 19 or 20-year-old to bring out these really great performances from the cast is incredible. Credit to the actors for not having an ego and thinking they know better. I think it must have been like a really positive environment to make a movie in. In particular, Chiwetel Ejiofor was great in this movie. He plays so many different emotions in this movie, but in particular, he's so good in the scenes where he must be erratic or angry. He's so good at showing those emotions without being over the top, and he truly was the standout performance in this movie. Now, for the plot. There definitely is a plot in this movie. I will say that. I do feel like this was supposed to be more of a really trippy and weird experience, more than a really strong narratively driven film. And if that's what they were going for, fantastic. Mission successful. But I did find some inconsistencies throughout the movie with characters and sort of even knowing what exactly I'm watching.
What the hell is even that?
Maybe if I knew some more of the lore, I would be able to connect the dots, but you do have to remember this film is made to be for fans of the backrooms and general audiences. Everyone needs to be able to enjoy this for it to be a successful film. There is some times in this where characters really like do like a full 180 on their behavior, and it made me feel like I was missing like 10 minutes of this film. And I do think this movie falls apart a bit in the third act. It's not as strong and as interesting as the first and second. The ending for me just like truly left me a bit puzzled. I wasn't exactly sure what I had just watched and what the point of it was. I do think this is going to be a very polarizing film for movie fans and horror fans. I saw this in a packed theater, and the vibe I got after the screening had ended wasn't like overwhelmingly positive, but I do absolutely think this is going to be a movie that some people are going to absolutely love and some people are going to absolutely hate. I can genuinely see people having this as their number one movie of the year. Like, absolutely, this is going to really tick some boxes for some people. I'm still not exactly sure how I feel about it. Did I hate it? Absolutely not. Did I like it? Yeah, I think I did. Well, would I watch this again? Probably not. I don't think I would want to watch this again. Will I think about it beyond tomorrow? Probably. It's like left a bit of an impact, and I am still like scratching my head exactly with what I had just seen. I think if you're a horror fan and you're going into this movie looking for a more traditional horror film, this isn't going to tick that box or scratch that itch for you. I think if you're someone who's open to seeing something that is a bit weird, that will leave you with a lot of questions. It's not like a standard horror film. It's weird and a strange experience. So if you're open to that, I think you're going to have a really good time with this. I can't overwhelmingly recommend this to everyone watching this video. I think if you're a fan of the Backrooms lore or you like a weird film, this is definitely for you. Go and see it. If what I've said in here makes you go, oh, I'm not really sure if that's what I'm into, probably just give this one a miss and maybe watch it at home. Being honest here, this will have an audience, and I think there will be like sections of movie fans that will be talking about this movie for a long time to come. And I think overall, a fantastic debut from Kane Parsons. I can't deny that this film was extremely well made, and I'm excited to see what he does next. Thank you very much for joining me for another video. I hope you enjoyed my review. I know it was a bit all over the place, but it is quite a hard movie to talk about. But if you did enjoy this video, go and check out some of my other movie reviews and videos. I've got a fair few videos racking up on the channel now. Make sure to hit that subscribe button, leave a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you in the next one.